Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm back. I'm back. Can you hear me? Give me
Yes,
thumbs
I can hear.
of you. I can
Yeah.
see you. So yeah, can hear. Okay, great. So I was keeping you guys on mute because of to reduce ambient noise. Okay, so only unmute yourself if you have a comment, question, things like that. But otherwise, keep yourself on mute so it helps everyone. Okay, so the session goes well. Yeah. Great. Thank you. All right, so welcome again. I'm Dr. Rajni Patil. Some of you have been to my sessions before. I wanted to make today's session interactive as much as possible. Okay, and if you guys don't mind putting yourself on mute for now, but also open your videos. So keep your videos on so I can see you guys as well. Great, thank you. All right, so let's get started. Some of you already know me. Most of you are cyclists here. I think all of you are cyclists here. Put in the chat or tell me who amongst you is a cyclist and a runner. Put it in the chat. I want to know how many of you here run as well, along with cycling. So just put it in the chat. You can say both in the chat if you're doing both. So a lot of cyclists also here. A lot of runners also. Cycling plus running. Running sometimes. Okay. Beginner level. Okay. Awesome. Wow. A lot of runners and cyclists. So I don't know if you know that much about me. Some of you have attended my sessions before, so you probably know. Some of you might be new to me. So those of you who've attended my sessions before, please say yes, attended my session before, so that I know that you are not a newcomer here. And if you've never attended a session, if you are completely new to me and what I do, then please say new. Attended, new, attended. This session is going to be quite interactive. Those of you who have attended my sessions before, you know that I usually have a PPT and I explain things, and that's how I like it to be. However, I want this session to be more interactive. I want to hear from you. The only thing I ask is for everyone to keep it nice and smooth. Keep it on mute. Is English good with everyone? I'm good at Hindi, but English, I can do English if that works for you guys. What do you think? Yeah? थोड़ा हिंदी थोड़ा इंग्लिश चलेगा इंग्लिश यस ओके ठीक है इंग्लिश हिंदी my wish oh somebody said my wish so sweet okay all right so Marathi is best. Okay, we'll have to do a separate session in Marathi. Not everybody is Marathi here, even though I do speak fluent Marathi, so I can do that. But before I start, I wanted to thank Mr. Kiran Kumar Shetkar and Ramesh. If you're in this group, thank you, because you guys have spread the word and a lot of cyclists have joined because of you. So thank you very much. Some of you who are new to me, let me quickly introduce myself and then we will get started. Okay. I'm gonna unmute. I'm gonna put you guys on mute again. Thanks. All right. So just quickly about me, I'm Dr. Rajni Patil. I'm a spine and sports physio. I have about 22 years of experience. I worked in the US for 10 years. And then now in Mumbai, I've been practicing for 12 years. So In Mumbai, my clinic is in Shivaji Park. If you guys don't know that, opposite Shivaji Park Gymkhana, that's my only clinic. But I do a lot of online stuff. I do consultations online as well, globally. And I do tons and tons of these preventive workshops. So why I do this? The reason is that I find that when people come in with injuries, जब injuries हो जाते हैं, उसके बाद ही लोग आते हैं. Correct? This is a fact of life that people don't do anything to prevent. And you can say that you do that, but most people are guilty of that, that most people do not prevent injuries from happening. They only wake up ki, अरे बाप रे, अभी दुख रहा है, अभी कुछ करना चाहिए. And even then, some people will ignore the pain जब तक साइकिलिंग चल रही है ना, रनिंग हो रही है ना, होने दो, ठीक है. Once it comes to the point where you're not able to cycle or run, that's when people take it seriously, and then they say, okay, now we need to treat this, we need to do something about it. So my mission is to make sure that everybody has access to at least some basic information so that you don't get injured. And sometimes it's very simple, guys. It's very simple things that people are either not aware of or they don't know the importance of, and hence they are not doing it. So that's why this topic, I do webinars, preventive webinars, which are mostly free ones. I do once a month at least, मैं करती हूँ. And my pet topics are running and cycling. So I love treating runners, I love treating cyclists. Of course, I treat everything and everyone who comes into the clinic. Obviously, every kind of injury I will treat, but these are my pet sports that I like to treat. I also have pet topics like foam rolling, and I'm always surrounded by rollers. So this is my foam roller. If as a cyclist you don't have a foam roller, please let me know. I will make sure you get one. Okay, so for runners, it's gait analysis and making sure that your shoes are correct for running, but also preventing aspect. But on the other hand, for cyclists, I have a lot of things that I do. I taught a cycling fundamentals, which was a 3-day crash course, which a lot of my cyclists have asked me to repeat. I'm not repeating it just yet. I might repeat it sometime in the future. But this topic, you guys gave me the topic. I put a poll in my cyclist forum. Who of you are in my cyclist forum? Are you in the cyclist forum? Give me a yes if you are in my Orthosports cycling forum. Lot of you are no's. Okay, so you guys need to be in the cycling forum, partly because there is a lot of information that I put out there. So every now and then I'll post some blog article, some video that I think cyclists require. I, on my YouTube channel, do a lot of content for cyclists. So you can do that. You can check that out. But also these webinars, I usually post all my webinars there. So make sure you are in. But my cyclists in my cyclist forum have given me this topic, and I realized that stretching is a topic that a lot of cyclists either ignore or they don't know what specifically to do. Tell me, what is your challenge when it comes to stretching? So I will ask you the question, you say yes or no. Okay, so I want to know, अगर आप stretching करते हो, warm up करते हो, cool down करते हो, yes or no?
ऊपरी के पास एक मिला है, उसका जस्ट डायल पे 400 रेटिंग.
Guys, you need to keep yourself on mute.
अच्छा तो दिख रहा है,
if you're not...
उसको कॉल करके पूछ.
Sorry about that. So no, lot of no's. No stretching at all. Yes, warm up, but no cool down. No cool down. Okay, some firm up. Okay, all right. So not new. Yes. So people who've been cycling for a long time, they are used to warm up and cool down. Somebody said that warm up and cool down is not new to me. Then you may not want to be in the session, because I'm going to discuss warm up and cool down. Okay, so if you're already confident कि मैं सब करता हूँ, तो then this session is not for you. In running, one person has said that you've learned the warm up and cool down for running. Let me say this. Running का warm up और cool down and cycling का warm up and cool down बहुत अलग है. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. अगर आप प्राइमरीली साइकिल करते हो तो आपका साइकिलिंग रूटीन अलग होना चाहिए, ओके? एंड रनर्स का अलग है, टोटली अलग है. व्हाई? आई विल एक्सप्लेन दैट टू यू इन अ लिटिल. Okay. So yeah, so lot of gaps. I think people are not doing stretching enough. So now let me hear from you. Stretching. What is stretching? What to you is stretching?
Loosening our muscles.
Loosening up your muscles. Good one. Who else? Opening up, activating. No, activating is not stretching. Getting blood flow. Stretching muscles, yeah, but what is exactly is stretching? Getting the body ready, preparing your muscles. Okay, good shares, great. Okay, so you are there now. Technically
Increasing blood flow.
Yes, great. So technically, in a theoretical point of view, accurately, stretching means static stretching. Okay, so there is a difference between static and dynamic stretching. Do you know about static stretching and dynamic stretching? Do you know the difference between that? Say yes or no.
No, madam.
So then I will explain it to you. What is the difference between static stretching? So stretching as a term means static stretching. It means that जो भी आप कर रहे हो, जो भी exercise या stretch आप कर रहे हो, वो आप थोड़े time के लिए hold कर रहे हो. Okay, and this also is a problem. I will tell you the problems with incorrect stretching, how people are stretching but not correctly. That also we'll get into. But stretching generally needs to be held for a minimum of 20 seconds. उसको stretch बोलते हैं, and this is static stretch. Static stretch means what? कि थोड़ी देर के, static is motionless, correct? तो अगर समझो आपने posterior shoulder stretch किया, आपने ये posterior shoulder stretch ये किया, hold किया इसको 20 seconds, ये static stretch हो गया. You with me? Okay, this is a static stretch, and basically stretching means holding for some time. That's a stretching. Now, what is dynamic? Some people say dynamic stretching, but it's actually dynamic drills or dynamic movements. Dynamic movements are those movements that you do to prepare your body for your activity. Okay, so warm up is dynamic movement. Cool down is static stretching. Are you with me so far? Did you get this much? I'm going to elaborate this, but are you with me so far?
Yes, madam.
Yes. Give me yeses so then I can move on. Yes? Okay. And the ones who are runners and cyclists in this group, have you understood? Okay, people who are runners and cyclists in the group, I want you to be crystal clear that your warm-up routine and cycling, your warm-up and cool-down for running and cycling need to be two different things. If you are a runner, you need to be in my runners forum where there are a lot of resources for you. क्या करना चाहिए warm-up के लिए, क्या करना चाहिए cool-down के लिए. If you've not attended my runner session, I do more runner sessions than cycling sessions, but I will do more. So some person said not very clear yet. Okay, so stretching, let's say stretching is static stretching, which is holding for 20-30 seconds. My rule of thumb is 30 seconds. That is to be done after you finish cycling. Warm up, that is cool down. Static stretching is cool down. Warm up is dynamic movements to be done before cycling. Okay, now let's distinguish. Yes, Akash has put it very well in the chat for us. Warm up, dynamic stretching, cool down, static stretching. However, stretching is used incorrectly sometimes. Dynamic movements bolo, dynamic drills bolo instead of stretching. It can be confusing. Okay, so now let's talk about why you are doing warm up. Okay, what is the warm up? क्यों करते हो आप warm up? जनरली मैंने देखा है कि रनर्स भी गिल्टी हैं इसका कि वार्म अप कूल डाउन नहीं करते हैं, बट साइक्लिस्ट तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं करते हैं वार्म अप और कूल डाउन. ओके, वेरी रेयरली डू आई फाइंड दैट साइक्लिस्ट टेक अबाउट 8 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes के बीच में आपको वार्म अप करना है. 5 to 8 minutes, 10 minutes तक cool down करना है. Cool down, according to me, is extremely critical. Yes, some people have given me good examples, reasons of why you should warm up. You have to gradually raise your heart rate. Okay, you cannot go immediately into cycling. Your heart rate goes from resting heart rate into an athletic heart rate. You cannot do that. Okay, that's not good for your heart. It's not good for anything. What else? One is we get our warm up is what you're prepping your body. आप क्या क्या prep कर रहे हो body में? एक तो heart को prep कर रहे हो, बराबर, जिससे आप हार्ट रेट को धीरे 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 बढ़ाओगे. करेक्ट. दूसरा क्या करना है, आपके मसल्स. व्हाट अबाउट योर मस्कुलोस्केलेटल सिस्टम? जो भी आप मसल्स और जॉइंट्स यूज कर रहे हो फॉर साइकिलिंग, वो मसल्स भी प्रेप होनी चाहिए, नॉट जस्ट योर हार्ट. करेक्ट. सो इट इज बोथ. Your cardiovascular system also needs to be prepped, and also your musculoskeletal system, which is your muscles, bones, ligaments, joints, everything. Right? So both of these are important. Uske liye you do a warm up. Now, warm up always needs to be movements. इसमें आपको hold नहीं करना है, इसको खाली आपको movements करनी है. And I will share, I have a PDF, a quick short PDF for reference for you guys. So after the session, please ask for it in the group. We will send it to you. So वो quick reference के लिए ठीक हो जाएगा. Right? Now, cool down is what? जो भी आपने muscles use किए हैं during the cycling, उसको आपको cool down करना है, recovery करना है. Everybody is very bad at recovery. All athletes very bad at recovery. Recovery के लिए hardly कुछ करते हो. I would say that on the day that you do a long run, which is a Sunday or a long distance cycling, you need to come home Sunday के दिन. आपको अच्छे से you need to take 30 minutes, 20-30 minutes in order to cool down and recover. Okay, लेकिन cool down immediately बाद में करना जरूरी है. Warm up right before the cycling, cool down right after the cycling. लेकिन घर आने के बाद आप और बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो. Right? Recovery is the way to performance, and lot of people miss this. Okay, if your recovery is bang on, अगर आप जानते हो कि आपके बॉडी को कैसे अच्छे से रिकवर करना है, तो आपका Prakash is saying after workout you settle for chai and coffee break. There's nothing wrong with that, Prakash. पहले cool down कर लो, उसके बाद चाय कॉफी कर लो, उसके बाद घर जाओ, फोम रोलिंग, स्ट्रेचिंग, आइस, ये सब करो, अच्छे से रिकवर करो. ओके, स्पेंड द डे टू हेल्प. ऑफ कोर्स योर फैमिली में नॉट लाइक इट. एक तो सुबह सुबह चले जाते हो, इतना टाइम बाहर रहते हो, आके भी 2 घंटा अभी तुम स्ट्रेच करोगे. Don't tell me it's my fault if that happens. Okay, but it's needed for your performance, but also for injuries. Maximum इंजरीज जो साइकिलिंग में मैंने देखी है, मैंने नी पेन देखा है बहुत ज्यादा. नी स्टिफनेस, नी पेन, नीज टाइट हो जाते हैं, पेन आ जाता है. आई हैव सीन neck and shoulder pain that comes, wrist and tingling in hands, and foot, hand and numbness. Okay, so these are the common things that I see. And all of these people जो भी injuries लेके clinic में आते हैं, मैं उनको पूछती हूँ, what do you do for warm up, what do you do for cool down? Zero. या अगर करते हैं it's quick, हाँ एक छोटा राउंड कर लिया, हो गया. Okay, so this is definitely one of those things. अगर आपको इंजरीज नहीं चाहिए, अगर आपको अभी जो इंजरी है वो मैनेज करनी है अच्छे से, या आपको परफॉर्मेंस इंप्रूव करना है, for all of these stretching exercises are going to help. I will show you that. We will do it here and then you will do it with me. That's the plan. So stick around till the end. Don't run away. All right. So quickly tell me injuries that you have right now. अभी क्या प्रॉब्लम्स, आपकी कॉमन प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है?
शोल्डर पेन
हो सकता है, शोल्डर, या
Hip pain.
बैक,
elbow pain,
elbow,
Shin pain.
Right side hip pain.
knee,
Slight
yeah,
neck pain.
seeing a lot of knees. Okay,
Knee
sometimes
pain.
and
numbness.
body pain, soreness, fatigue. Okay, shoulder blade, numbness. All of this, guys, I'm telling you, all of this can be prevented if you do stretching. gonna put you guys on mute again because again बहुत background noise आ रहा है. अच्छा, now is stretching the only thing you should make sure to be injury free? No, there are a lot of things that you need to be doing. I have taught a webinar in the past. I've done the same webinar several times. You may have attended. If you have not, then you can attend that. I might plan one later, but bike fit is important. Foam rolling is important. There are so many things that go into injury prevention. However, the things that are most critical, the most basic, अगर आप ये अच्छे से नहीं कर रहे हो तो नहीं कुछ होने वाला है. Start here, then we talk about other things. So, what are the muscles that get used during cycling? Tell me what are the muscles जो use आप करते हो cycling में जहां आपको soreness आती है. Think about that. उसी muscle को हमको warm up करना है, उसी muscle को हमको cool down करना है. Do you understand the logic? You don't need to do all the muscles in the body. Okay, you don't need to full body 15 minute warm up karo, 15-20 minute cool down karo. That's not needed. You need to do focused. जो muscles आप cycling में use करने वाले हो, जो muscles आप cycling में use कर चुके हो, इनको ही warm up या cool down करना है. Okay, so some of you know this. Yes, our primary muscles. Now running में we use only primarily our lower body, correct? That's why your warm up and cool down for running is primarily lower body. However, cycling में full body, almost the whole body is somehow getting used. But the major muscles जो use हो रहे हैं, those are your upper trapezius muscles. Okay, your neck, back of the neck muscles, because you are in that flexed position looking down. You are using your shoulder blade, back of the shoulder muscles. इनको use कर रहे हो. You are using your core, obviously you are using, but you need to warm that up, but core needs to be, it's a more of a stabilizer, so you need to strengthen that more than warm it up or cool it down. But you need to, the active muscles जो use हो रहे हैं, उनको ज़्यादा warm up cool down करना है. So upper body में क्या क्या किया आपने? Shoulder, neck and shoulder, बराबर. Shoulder blade, पीछे के muscles, your extensor chain, which is the spine, full spine, पीछे का part. Okay, that, your quads, your thighs. Okay, front of the thighs, those are your primary muscles that you're going to use to cycle. Your calf muscles. Okay, yes, of course, your wrist. Thank you, Kiran. Wrist as well. So these are the muscles that you, joints and muscles that you need to be warming up and cooling down, right? So tell me now in the chat whether you have paid attention to these muscles, and if you are, the people, most of you are not doing the warm up and cool down, but agar kar rahe ho, to are you paying attention to these specific muscles? Tell me yes or no. क्या ऐसे सोच के किया जाता है कि हाँ ये मसल्स कर रहे हैं, ये मसल्स कर रहे हैं? I got some yeses, which is good, but most are no. So good. So everything needs to be done scientifically, na? ऐसे फालतू में random थोड़ी करते हैं. Now, even if you are cycling, you are going to look at your pace, you're going to look at your heart rate. You've spent so much effort and time and effort and energy doing that, then you need to do this also scientifically. You can't randomly just pick up anything from anywhere. हाँ ठीक है, ये running में तो मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, तो cycling में भी ये चल जाएगा. No, do what is specifically needed. Okay, so should we now do the exercises? Yes?
Yes.
Some of you have been waiting. Exercise
Yes.
kabhi karne wale. But now for that, I need your videos to be on, because for me, it's very important to see your technique and how accurate it is. So I'm going to show you. These are simple ones, but keep your video on so I can see how you do. Now, oh, before I forget, there are some right and wrong ways to do your warm up and cool down. Warm up is easy because isme people don't make many mistakes. What you need to remember, doing warm up slowly karo, do enough repetitions. We need to do 20-30 repetitions of each exercise. Okay, this is important. Fast karoge, so then you are actually causing more damage. Okay, so now warm up, they say you don't want to do um, for your cold muscles. You don't want to immediately do cold. So you can do a little bit of jumping jacks and things like that to get your heart rate going. And then you do warm up for the specific muscles, what I'm showing you. Clear? Warm up is clear? What to do, how to do, slow, and do a
Clear.
little bit of jumping jacks or something to get your heart rate going. Skip rope kar sakte ho, to get your heart rate going, and then do this, what I'm showing you. Okay, these are the two things that you're going to do. Cool down, I will tell you later the mistakes that are happening when we come to that. So some people are asking me if this is recorded session. This is live on YouTube right now. You will get the link afterwards if you want to share it with your friends or if you want to reference it later. Okay, so let me share my screen with you guys. By the way, sabka video on hai ki nahi? Video on. It's not fair now, only my video is on. Okay. Tell me if you can see my screen, please.
Yes.
You can see my screen? Okay, just give me a second. All right, so we are doing warm up right now. So remember the muscles that we said that you want to warm up? You want to warm up your quads, your inner thigh. Why? Because when you sit, your knees are close together, your inner thigh, groin. Some people get groin issues also after cycling, sab tight ho jata hai. So that's why you need to warm these up. You're going to warm up your quads, your legs, your calf primarily, and your upper body. Okay, so let's do calf raises first. So Anand, you're in the car, you don't do. But everybody else, you need to be doing calf raises right now with me. So let me do this with you so you can see. Everybody knows a calf raise, but I'm still going to show you. So bilateral calf raise say be more superior is to do single calf raise. Okay, so let's do single calf raises. You can start with that. Why do you start with this exercise? It's because your heart and your calf are closely related. Your calf is called your second heart. Do you know that? It's a pumping muscle of the body. So when your calf works, you actually pump up blood and your circulation improves. So single calf raise, but also this helps prep the muscle, obviously. So single calf raise karo. I do not see anybody doing it. Just gonna check. Okay, who is doing it? Single calf raise, please. Yes, thank you, Prakash. Awesome. Single calf raise. Tell me how it feels. As opposed to bilateral, single is more superior. So do a single calf raise. Okay, so do about 10 reps and that should be enough. Now, there is also science that tells us that if you turn your foot inwards, if you turn your feet out, we work different parts of the calf. Okay, so that's true. So look in the picture. You may also want to do एक तो pure calf raise, this one, single calf raise, and then turn your feet in, calf raise, turn your feet out, calf raise. Okay, why do you do this? Because calf is a big muscle. Middle, outer belly, inner belly. Both of these, all these parts of the calf muscle need to be prepped. Hence, you do feet in, feet out. Got it? Yes, somebody unmute and tell me if you're with me so far. Who is doing this right now? Put it in the chat. Give me a yes if you're doing this right now. Other than Anand, everybody else. Where's the chat? Who is doing this right now? Give me a yes. Yes. Okay, good. Doing and understanding. Excellent. Thank you. Yes, Prakash. Yes, great. All right. So that's the first one we'll do after the jumping jack. Remember, पहले jumping jack करना है, skipping rope करना है, इसके बाद calf raise करना है, in and out and single calf raise. Okay. Now we'll do squats. Now this is a squat with a bang, which is what we'll do. What we are doing, we're going to do a squat, a 90-degree squat, and then you're going to come up on your toes. So when you come up back in position, now squat ka right and wrong positions you guys know. So make sure you're doing the squat correctly. Knees should not go over the toes. You know that. Squat basic, अपना 90-degree squat, and then जब ऊपर आओगे तभी toes पे आना है. Okay, that way your calf gets some additional work. Who is doing this? Single calf raise. Good question. When we prep, when we do both together, the load is distributed on both legs. When we do single, that calf muscle gets a lot of focus and attention and energy, and it has to work harder. You see the difference? Bilateral दोनों calf raise करो और एक calf raise करके देखो, there is big difference. Balance जाता है, lot of things happen. Okay, so we have to train our body to do single also, not just both. So good question. Second good question was breathing. Now, breathing you can keep normal. However, I always say that when you exert, you exhale. So you have to breathe out when you are exerting. So for example, when I'm doing this, when I'm going into a squat and coming back up, I'm exhaling during that time. Going down is easy. Coming up and using the muscles to push my glutes up and my calves up, I'm going to exhale at that time. Okay, so that's going to be your breathing pattern. You had a question? Natesh? Your hand is raised? Payal, your hand is raised. Ask the question. Unmute and ask. Okay, if you don't have a question, then you can put your hand down.
One at a time, how many squats we should do?
हाँ, so all of these warm up जो भी मैं अभी दिखा रही हूँ, वो आपको 20 to 30 repetitions करने हैं.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So, all right. So that was our exercise number 2. The number 3 is a lateral lunge. So इसमें please make sure ये अच्छे से कर रहे हो, because इसमें if you overstretch the knee joint, तो knee पे बहुत pressure आता है, inner knee पे. So make sure you are taking your body through full range of motion, but slow. ये fast नहीं करना है. So you're basically first out, and then you're going in and going side to side. Okay, you're doing slow. Whatever your body is allowing you to go, you don't want to push it too deep. Because agar flexibility hai achhi, to you will be able to do deep, but I request you to go slowly in this exercise. Who is doing this with me?
Ma'am, I am doing.
You are doing, Kiran, I can see.
I'm doing as well. What is the breathing pattern, Rajni?
Breathing pattern. So when you go down into the lunge, you're going to breathe out. And then when you come up, you breathe in. And then again, when you go the other way, breathe out. Yes, you can feel a mild stretch in the groin area. That's what we want to feel. This is for your adductor, which is your inner thigh muscle. These are also muscles that get used a lot in cycling. Isko warm up karo. But also if you see when you go down, you're using your quadricep muscle also, correct? And when you come back up, you're using your glutes. So you're doing all of this. Yes, I'll show you again. A question has come, do I do 90 degrees or more than that? 90 degrees is more than enough. बहुत deep squat करने का जरूरत नहीं है. This is only to warm and prep your body up. Okay, this is not a strength exercise. I'm showing again. Somebody asked me to show. So you start off here, keep your breathing normal, and then you're basically gonna go down and up, and up. Okay, as deep as you can, as comfortably and deeply as you can go, but slow. So that's a lateral lunge. Awesome.
Okay, ma'am.
I can see you guys doing it. Superb.
Ma'am, one question.
Yes.
Ma'am, while coming up in lateral lunges, we have to come by our calves or by our knee?
No, regular, not on the calves, just regular up.
Okay.
So in all these now, when you come up from a squat position, you should squeeze your glutes as well. That is an added bonus. Your glutes also get, anyway, they work when you do this, but if you, when you come up and you squeeze your glutes, it helps prep them also. Okay, now, next one is a quad stretch. Now this one is a movement again. We are not going to hold this because this is warm up. You remember, warm up is movements. So you're only going to take it in that movement and then you're going to leave it. So we will do this as a cool down as well, but that time you will hold it. That is the difference. So all you'll do, you'll hold and you'll come down. Okay, so basically you're going to touch. Okay, so touch the heel to the butt. Make sure it's touching that, then you know the full length is taken and the knee has gone into full range of motion. Of course, if you have any arthritis issues, then please don't push this. Don't be too aggressive with this. Too nice and gentle. Lunges we are not holding. Whoever asked me this question, इसमें किसी में भी hold नहीं करना है. Just go into the movement and come back up. That's it. Nice and slow movement. Okay, how was that? Were you able to touch the heel to the butt?
No, ma'am.
No? ठीक है, आएगा. जैसे करोगे ये और हो जाएगा धीरे धीरे.
Actually, this is very difficult for me. Every time, whenever I started, 6 months before, also I have done this, but I wasn't able to do this.
See, that means your knees.
Maybe I'm having a tummy, that's why.
No, that has nothing to do with it. This means that your calf, your quadricep muscle is stiff. You need to invest in a roller. I will talk to you about roller.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so that's our fourth exercise. Moving on, we need to do cool down also. Let's move on. Next one, we are doing our trapezius. Listen, agar aap jaake turant without doing anything for the upper traps, this is the muscle जो anyway हम overuse करते हैं during our daily life, computer use, सब में ये overuse होता है. अगर आप यही position में जाके cycle करोगे without warming that up, तो ये वापस tight हो जाएगा. Neck pain, shoulder pain, hand numbness guaranteed है. Okay, so let's do this warm up. All you're going to do, tilt, pull back, tilt, pull back. Hold नहीं करना है. Okay, just take it to full range. जितना जाएगा उसके बाद gently हल्का pull करो.
Okay, all right.
हल्का pull करो. Very nice.
All right.
हो रहा है? Good. Okay, this one
also
is very
20 seconds, na?
sorry.
This also 20 seconds, na?
Kiran, we are on
कितना time
warm up
करना है?
right now. Warm up में सिर्फ movements करनी है, hold नहीं करना है. 20 repetitions. 20 repetitions करने हैं, 20 times.
Okay.
Okay, so this is all movements only. Next movements, hand on the shoulders. And big circles. Now remember, हमको circles पीछे से आगे नहीं करने हैं. Why? Because we anyway overuse the front of the body. We want to activate the back. Remember मैंने क्या बताया था? Scapula, shoulder blade muscles हम use करने वाले हैं during cycling, and those are the muscles that are already, so we need to loosen them up. So you're going to pull them back. ये circles पीछे की तरफ करो. जितने बड़े होंगे, जितने पीछे होंगे, better. Okay, I can see some of you doing it.
All right.
Ravindra, we are not holding any at all. Okay, you can use a support, that's fine when you do the quad exercise, but you're not going to hold it. You're just going to do a movement while doing this.
हो रहा है हो रहा है
Okay.
Yes.
So done. This one's also an easy one. Now, next one. This is to open your shoulder. Tumhara shoulder blade, our shoulders, we usually use it around the body here, na? And then जब cycling करते हो पूरा body weight उस पे आता है. आना नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन
Yes.
आता है.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, only backwards we have to do shoulder blade. The
Yes,
shoulders
yes,
rotation.
yes. So shoulder
Not
rotation
front.
backwards, please. Not forward. Push them back.
May I know the reason why not? Front
I just
side?
explained to you the reason. I said that the front of the body we anyway overuse a lot. And in cycling, when you are in that position, the back, the shoulder blade is the one that's stabilizing and holding you in that position. So you're in good posture. Otherwise, posture वापस droop होगा. Okay, that's why you have to open the back.
Okay, thank you.
The next one is for shoulder. पीछे. Try to touch your hands together. दोनों तरफ करो. You just have to touch and come back, touch and come back. Okay, do this with me.
हो रहा है
Good. Okay, अभी ये वार्म अप किया हमने. वार्म
Yes,
अप
ma'am.
में आपको ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा. अगर आप समझो ये एकदम फोकस्ड कर रहे हो, ऑल द मसल्स जो साइकिलिंग में चाहिए वो यूज हो गई, वो
Okay.
प्रिपेयर हो गई. इसको कितना टाइम लगेगा? अबाउट 8 मिनट्स, 5 to 8 मिनट्स लगेगा. स्लो करो, फास्ट मत करो. ठीक है, दैट्स द रूल फॉर वार्म अप. नाउ वी आर, एनी क्वेश्चंस ऑन वार्म अप बिफोर आई मूव ऑन टू कूल डाउन? Can't touch your hands, that's okay. सबका flexibility अलग होता है, Pankaj, do not worry. You just take them through the movement. We always have one side, most people, एक side touch होता है, एक side touch नहीं होता है. ये normal है बहुत लोगों का. नी का भी यही होता है, एक heel touch हो जाता है, दूसरा heel touch नहीं होता है. But
Yes, ma'am.
only when you
हो रहा
repeat
है अभी होता है
movement
दोनों
हो
होता है
जाएगा. Thank God, Ravindra was worried कि कुछ abnormal हो रहा है उसके साथ.
And what about the wrist?
Wrist,
Wrist,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. So when we do this, somewhat is used, but yes, wrist is something that we should include. So it's a slow rotations. So I'll tell you my problem with no warm up. अगर हम shoulder blades जो मैंने दिखा है ना, ये और ये, जब हम ये नहीं करते हैं ना, तो then the nerve that goes into the hand, that creates pain in the wrist, that creates tingling in the hand. Okay, so
Okay.
that's why that is more important than this. ये भी करो, but इसको करना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, proximal को. Okay, so I'm just checking if there are any questions. Great. All right. So next we are doing cool down. Now rules of cool down. Cool down में लोग bounce करते हैं. When people do exercise, they'll do, समझो ये stretch किया, fourth stretch किया, hold करेंगे, ये ऐसा 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 करेंगे. Okay, no rocking. There is supposed to be no rocking, no bouncing in a static stretch. I've seen so many runners and cyclists do it, and I can't even watch. I'm like, oh God, इसको injury होने वाला है. Okay, be careful. When you do a static stretch, you want to push it to जितना आपका range है, और वहाँ hold करना है 20 to 30 seconds, and then come back and do that. So that's the first rule of thumb, that do not bounce while you do a static stretch cool down के लिए. The second rule of thumb is holding it for 30 seconds is important. Okay, so 20 to 30 seconds minimum. This is research has shown us. Holding 5 सेकंड के लिए होल्ड किया, 10 सेकंड के लिए होल्ड किया, फटाफट स्ट्रेचेस खत्म किया, इट्स यूजलेस. इससे अच्छा आप टाइम वेस्ट मत करो, करो ही मत, क्योंकि उसका कुछ फायदा ही नहीं हुआ. इससे अच्छा करो, ठीक से करो, 20 to 30 seconds minimum. 20 seconds is what research tells us. I say 30 seconds. Why? Because I don't know how fast you're counting. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 ऐसे काउंट किया तो फटाफट खत्म हो जाएगा. तो that 30 seconds hold करो. So we know that 20 seconds minimum हुआ है hold. Correct? You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the first stretch that we are going to do, we are going to loosen up your shoulders. How we are going to loosen up your shoulders? By doing this stretch. This is called a levator stretch. You're basically stretching this part of the neck. ये पूरा area, क्योंकि ये position में जब आपने shoulders को इतना use किया है, उसको stretch करना जरूरी है. Otherwise, sometimes cyclists also get headaches, by the way. This can help prevent that. So this, I call it elegantly, I call this the armpit sniffing exercise. So it helps you remember that you have to look down towards your armpit before you pull down. Okay, so that's my stretch number 1. This is a static stretch. You have to hold it for some time, for 30 seconds, right? 20-30 seconds. And you have to do 3 to 5 repetitions minimum. Right? Is somebody making a note? Warm up कितना करना है, cool down कितना करना है? डोला रे डोला stretch. Okay. ये भी ठीक है, राजेश. ये भी ठीक है.
ज्यादा अच्छे से याद रहेगा.
कौन सा?
डोला रे डोला स्ट्रेच.
हाँ ठीक है, वही रख लो फिर नाम. नाम कुछ भी रखो पर stretch करो.
Stretch करो.
Abhinav is noting it down. Abhinav, I appoint you to put it in the group. Warm up कितना करना है, cool down कितना करना है, repetitions कितना करना है, rules, all that. Abhinav is agreed. Great. Okay, so that's your first stretch. Second stretch is we'll finish the shoulder one. Next is this one. This is easy. Again, no bouncing, holding for 20 seconds. Remember to breathe. 30 seconds आप breath hold करोगे तो गड़बड़ होगी. Make sure you're breathing normally in and out through the stretch. जब हम stretch करते हैं, हम क्यों करते हैं? Circulation has to go through that muscle, right? अगर हम breathing stop करते हैं, तो circulation also is going to slow down there. So we want to be able to get proper breathing as well. So अच्छे से stretch करो. Whoever is drawing on my slides, please stop drawing. Okay, so next one, we are going to do calf stretch. Now, calf stretch extremely critical to do a calf stretch. We used it a lot in cycling. इसको calf, ये picture देखो. So you will be on the step. ये तो आप cycle बाजू में रखो, वहाँ जो भी footpath मिल गया, ledge होगा वहाँ से नीचे. So you have to go down, not go up. A lot of people will tell me, हाँ हम तो ये करते हैं ऊपर नीचे. That's a calf raise. Do not do a calf raise afterwards. You want to bring the heel down, hold it. Okay, hold it for 30 seconds. Then only your calf will stretch. So if you have anything around you, I don't have anything around me here to show you this stretch. It's on my YouTube channel. I've put it there so I can show, or this picture is clear enough. Basically, you want to put the heel down and hold it there. Okay, ये समझ में आ रहा है stretch आपको?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's a calf stretch. Now, lower back. Everybody who has lower back pain, even if you don't, you want to do this exercise number 3. Very, 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 very critical. अगर आपको कुछ करने को वक्त नहीं है, ये तो minimum करो ही. Okay, because your spine has been in a flexed position for a while when you're doing cycling. Okay, this causes a lot of strain. So अगर strain हुआ है और आपने ये नहीं किया है और आप वापस घर जाके वापस सोफे पे बैठोगे again in a flexed position, this is going to cause problem for you later. Back pain issues can start. Okay, फिर उसको reverse करना उतना मुश्किल हो जाता है. So do this. Simple. Hands on the lower back like that, and then back pain. Okay, nice and easy. Hands on the lower back, बैकवर्ड बेंडिंग। जो मेरे साइक्लिस्ट है जिनको ऑलरेडी बैक पेन है उनको मैं बोलती हूँ आप whenever you take a break you do backward bending, ब्रेक लो, बैकवर्ड बेंडिंग करो, 10 करो, 15 करो, जितना वक्त है करो, and then start cycling again. This prevents the strain from building up in the lower back.
मैम कितने टाइम के लिए होल्ड करना है बैक?
ये वाला ज्यादा होल्ड नहीं करना है. This is the only one that I'm giving you as a movement for cool down. पर 5 to 10 seconds होल्ड कर सकते हो. Okay, so that's your हाँ, trapezius stretch यहाँ पे नाम में गड़बड़ है. This is a hamstring stretch, guys. Now look at the next few pictures. Mahesh, you take a break while cycling. हाँ, so see, pain चालू होने से पहले you want to do something. So if your back, you know कि back दुखने वाली है, तो तुम cycling से पहले backward bending करो. बीच में before your break time also take a break earlier on and do backward bending. Do things like that to prevent it. Okay, but eventually if there is an injury that is bothering you again and again, हर बार cycle कर रहे हो तो दुख रहा है, please consult. Because वो जितनी जल्दी आप treat करोगे उतना better हो जाएगा, उतना fast ठीक होगा. Okay, now foam rolling. How many of you are doing foam rolling?
No, ma'am.
Give me a yes. Breathing normal during back stretch. Yes, Ritesh. Not doing foam rolling. Have but not doing. Arey baap re.
Ma'am, I do not have also and I do not do also. Sorry.
You guys need to pick up, everybody here. Please pick up a foam roller. Now, अगर आपका cycling, if you are a new cyclist, अगर आप अभी cycling चालू किया है, you don't have any injuries and your mileages कम है अभी, then you can use this is a beginner medium density roller. Okay, तो ये वाला चलेगा. Bolster से नहीं होगा, you will need to buy a foam roller. Now, if you are a little bit serious cyclist, जिसका mileage ज़्यादा है, you do many times a week, then you need to do this. Okay, you need to get this kind of a roller. ये exact नहीं मिलेगा तो भी चलेगा, but this is what I need. Okay, great. So those of you who are not doing, you're doing a big disservice. Some of your injuries could be from there. Maybe your performance is not improving because of that. Okay, so please pick up a roller ASAP.
Ma'am, what is the name of that roller?
Name? This is a medium density roller. This is a grid roller.
Okay.
Okay, and there are a lot of options available. You can pick it up online. However, I know some of my cyclists have told me कि वो टूट जाते हैं कभी-कभी. So make sure you pick up a decent quality roller. Okay, and the harder the better. एकदम soft होगा तो you're not going to get much benefit out of it. So the rule of thumb, foam rolling करते वक्त अगर pain है, I teach foam rolling sessions a lot, guys. So I would recommend those of you who are not doing to do a proper foam rolling session, learn how to do it and then start applying it. However, for a quick start on my channel, I already have some foam rolling. I have a foam rolling playlist. I can share that with you. उसमें से देख के चालू तो करो at least. But first खरीदना है ना, पहले खरीदो. Okay, so buy one. If you need help with buying a roller, we do have these kits in the clinic. We have a roller, a loop, everything that a sports athlete needs. So a trigger point, ball. Okay, you will need these also. So that I will teach you how to do it. But if you need that, then you can ping me in the group. Zuili from my team is in this group as well. So she can help you process this further. Technical questions I will help you with. So foam rolling, absolutely critical for the quadricep. कुछ टाइम नहीं मिला, बैक बेंड्स करो और ये वाला करो. Okay, foam rolling for the thighs. The front of the thighs need to be foam rolled. उसके बाद आप quad stretch करोगे, which was the standing stretch. ये वाला. लेकिन आप इसको hold करना है. कितने सेकंड? 20 to 30 seconds hold करना है. 30 seconds hold करना है. Okay, rolling the calf. You've already stretched it, you will roll it. ये मैंने बाद में क्यों डाला है? क्योंकि ये घर आके करना है, right? You will not carry your roller, na? So you just finish these stretches there. When you come home, I'm expecting you to do these at home. Okay, clear? I'm going to stop the screen share. Okay, let's take questions.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
What is the benefit of doing this foam rolling? What is happening actually?
I'll tell you. Great question. Foam rolling basically, now when you use a muscle, say quadricep, you've been cycling, your quadricep has tightened up, correct? That's the property of it. जब हम muscle use करते हैं, वो muscle tight होता है. लेकिन इसको आपने release नहीं किया. Underneath क्या हो रहा है? Fascia is also stiffening up. Fascia is what? It's your connective tissue that holds all the muscle together. ये अगर आप stretch नहीं करते हो, every time that you cycle, even if you've done a quad stretch and cool down किया है, लेकिन foam rolling नहीं किया है, underneath fascia कभी elongate होती नहीं है, muscle fully elongate होता नहीं है. So every time that you cycle, वो muscle tight थोड़ा tight होते जाता है. At the point, एक point के बाद वहाँ trigger points develop होने शुरू हो जाएंगे और वहाँ पे then it will cause pain, knee pain, hip pain, back pain. All can be cause of tight quadricep. And that's why when you foam roll it, fascia open हो जाता है, trigger points develop होना बंद हो जाते हैं, and muscle fully elongate हो जाता है. Okay, so I will keep you guys informed if I'm doing a foam rolling session. Right now I'm teaching core program. I don't know if you guys are aware of my BBC, which is the bulletproof back and core. That's the program that I'm teaching, that I'm doing actively right now. If you're interested in building your core to become a better cyclist, then please let us know. We will send you details of that program. But foam rolling and stretching, these are the things that you need to pay attention to right now.
Ma'am, I have another question. So the exercise that we have seen are for upper back or lower back, but what about spine?
Spine के लिए backward bending किया ना?
Okay, that's the only exercise for spine.
That one is good. Yes, we don't want to do a lot of forward bend because in life you're doing forward bend, cycling maybe you're doing forward bend. Got it? We need to negate the effects of that by doing backward bending.
Madam, one question. What is the good body posture while cycling? Will I keep my back arch position?
So can we connect offline, because there is so much more that we can get into for cycling कि वो ऐसे questions आने लग जाएंगे, so it will be tough to take them all. So back position, generally you want to keep your core engaged when you are cycling, which means that your glutes, your abdominal muscles engaged and your back in neutral, which is hard to do if your core is not strong. Okay.
Ma'am, instead of using the foam roller, can we use wooden rollers?
Nothing else can be used.
Only foam.
Only foam roller.
Okay, understood.
Okay. So yeah, foam rolling definitely. So any more questions, guys? Put it in the chat or ask me. Unmute and ask.
One question from my side, ma'am.
Sure.
How can I increase the strength of my legs? So suppose if I am doing the 60 kilometer of cycling, so while coming back, it seems I feel like while going, it would be the you have the complete energy, but while coming or some slope is coming, so it seems we need to strengthen our thigh or might be a lower leg. So how can we do that?
Yeah. So strength routine for runners is very different from a stretching routine. Sorry, for cyclists. So strengthening is another topic, correct? You get that? Okay. So strength training is important for cyclists, और उसके लिए भी कैसे I taught you stretching specifically for cyclists, वैसा there should be specific, and squats and lunges, somebody put it in the group. Squats and lunges are very generic exercises. It works for everything, but it works for nothing. Okay, my take on that is that squat and lunges करो, but isolated जो exercise, जो muscle आप use करने वाले हो, उसको strong करो. So listen, we'll do a poll in the group and you tell me what sessions you're interested in, and we'll do that because I do have, so in my cycling fundamental, what I told you about, I teach a specific strength routine for cyclists as well. That is all for cyclists. And if you are interested, maybe next month or the month after, I can look at repeating that course. It's a little bit longer course. So that if you're interested in, we can do that. But strengthening gym is good, but isolated muscle work with loops is what you need to do. Invest in loop bands and do workouts with resistance bands that will give you isolated fast in short periods of time. You can strengthen your quads, your core, and your calves. These are the muscles that need to be strong when for cycling. Okay. But connect with me offline if you're interested in doing more. I can definitely teach you more. This session is only for stretching.
Anything for ankle exercise?
There is a lot. For stretching, if you're saying, then you can do rotations. You can do it as a warm-up. You can do it as a cool-down also. Ankle rotations when you get out of the cycle, just do circles, rotations, and that should take care of that. But calf raises, when you do calf raises, the ankles are getting used. So don't necessarily need to do a separate one.
Thanks.
Okay. So thank you guys. We are over time now. Thank you so much for being a lovely audience, interactive. Thank you for doing the exercises with me with the session. And remember, this is on YouTube. So if you need if you need any more resources from me, bike fit karo, guys. Stretching, warm up, cool down, अच्छे से करो. Strength routine में invest करो. If you are interested in a foam rolling session in cycling fundamentals course, please let me know. Be in the forum so that you don't miss any of this stuff. Any knowledge is useful. Use this knowledge to spread the word, get more cyclists into the forum so that everyone can benefit from it. I will share all that in the group. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have taken back something useful. Let me know. Let me know if it has been useful to you guys.
Totally, ma'am. It was a very useful session for me, especially for me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anything specifically that you thought was great?
The concepts got cleared about the stretching and exercise.
Awesome.
Rather than doing it and we used to do something by our own understanding, but you shown it in a very systematic way and methodically. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. I was hoping somebody would say that. So thank you. What else? Anybody else wants to share?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. It was an excellent session and excellent knowledge you are sharing. Actually, I was not knowing at all regarding doing the rolling. Actually, you explained that, yeah, exercise, but I never do because I have cycled around, went up to 222 kilometers per day, one day, but I never did these exercises and warm up and cool down, never. But I want to know some more regarding for running also, same warm up and cool down will do?
No. There is other things that you need to do. So guys, I would highly encourage you, stay in touch with me, whatever questions you have, more, whatever I can help you with more. And please come to the clinic. If you're in Mumbai, how many of you are not from Mumbai? Let's do that. Anybody not from Mumbai? Those of you who are in Mumbai, just cycle to the clinic one day.
Okay, thank you.
We can.
Ma'am, address of the clinic.
I will share the address. Ek baar aa jao.
Yes, definitely, ma'am.
We'll do an assessment, a screening, foam rolling, whatever you need. I'm there every day. We are now open on Sundays also, 9 to 1. So whatever works for you guys, come. You're in Dadar, Rajesh. You have no excuse. You have to come. Great. So I think
please, one more thing. Ma'am,
yeah.
please do share your group link and all.
Yes. Yeah. All that will come. All that will come to you in the group. I will put it.
Actually, I am not in that WhatsApp group. You directly shared me this link.
Yes.
So
thank you. I'll make sure that you're in the forum so you don't miss any of this. Okay. Great. Thank you so much, guys. Say bye. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you have a great day and keep cycling. Have fun. Thank you,
Dr. Thank you.